Hey Ari, welcome back to the chat.
Last year.
Are you still there, Ari? I saw you say hey in the chat, so I just thought I would see if you were still there, dear. I'll be right back. I'm back. Those lights were really bright and annoying, so I had to put the lights away. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Tonight's special is the buy one get one free. That means any tarot card reading you purchase, it's buy one get one free. Everything you need to know is in the description. Yeah, everything you need to know is in the description. I'm going to put some things in the chat to make it a little bit easier for everyone to know exactly what's going on once I get this iPad stable. It keeps wanting to fall. So maybe it'll stay stable now. Tonight's special is the buy one get one free tarot card reading, so that means that any reading that you do purchase, it's buy one get one free. If you can't do the free reading after we are finished with your paid reading, I'll note your name and the time you purchased, the day you purchased. And the reading you purchased, you can always come back and cash in that free reading anytime. I take PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, as well as Super Chat. Every reading is $1 per minute, so that means that if you get the $6, the 11, 11 love, the 20, the 30, you get 1+ minutes, 1+ cards. You can ask up to 3 questions. So whichever comes first, your minute, your card, or your question cap. Going to put a few things in chat, and then I'm going to do a free collective spirit message. I can help you with love, family, career, money, protection, soulmate, twin flames. No timings, no health, no legal, financial, no pregnancy questions. This isn't Madam Stormie's DNA testing. Hey Meryl, welcome back to the Chammy. How are you, dear? Hey Zach, welcome back to the Chammy. Hey, ginger ale for life. You know, I do prefer ginger ale compared to some of the other options. Oh, well, like my gran used to say, more room out than there is in. Yeah, well, I think he professionally got put into his place because the last time he came over here, he obeyed all the laws and he was a perfect gentleman like I expected him to show up to be. And I don't think I'm going to have to be worrying about him again anytime soon in that particular situation. I have no idea what the hell happened that day with him, or who he even was, the feral creature that came to my door. But I think that he definitely knows better than to start trying to pull more of that shit on me. If that answers your question, Zach. It certainly is not. I've never done anything wrong to that person. I'm sorry, Dylan, I don't do free readings, sweetheart. But I am going to be doing a free collective message in a moment if you'd like to stick around and listen in. And it was pretty uncomfortable, Zach. I've had landlords do a lot of strange things to me and my family. I guess I'm just lucky that this one hasn't stolen anything, or I can't really say it hasn't damaged property, but I will tell you, it's been a long and strange trip that I'm definitely making the best of. It's been a lot of fun, I'll be real honest. And I think at this point, you know, he really has nothing that he can say. I mean, pay my rent on time, in full. If I've had a financial issue, I've gone above and beyond to seek the help that I might need in regards to emergency. If there's something going on with the place, or if there's something going on with the rent. I think for all I've really put up with, he should know by now that, you know, this is not a tenant-landlord situation where he has to worry about someone who might compromise the safety of his home. And, you know, it's like my word is my honor. Like, I'm not gonna start trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, I don't have to try. I've been a tenant for so long. I'm pretty sure he can see how clearly honest and you know, and dedicated I am to making sure that I'm going above and beyond for the safety of the property, as well as, you know, my integrity in regards to paying the rent, and unlike the other people that he's, you know, moved in and they've trashed the home or vandalized it or terrorized the neighbors or, you know, kidnapped your friend and her kid out of the driveway. And it's been kind of crazy. Hey Ari, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome back. You know, at least he knows on this floor, you know, there's no drug dealers, felons, pedophiles, or anybody doing anything wrong or illegal. Poor guy. I thought the weirdest thing though is that like when somebody says something foretelling about themselves in any given situation, and then you kind of really are able to see what their limiting beliefs and circumstances are within regards to their life situation and what they're reflecting back and forth. Wow. Well, there are some people who literally just come here to spam. So just time them out. You know, it doesn't matter if it's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. They're probably not going to stick around for much longer after you time them out, no matter how long you time them out for. Just to type the number 6. Oh, I actually wonder, is there a cap on the number of blocks that you can have, like the number of hidden? I mean, is there a cap on the hidden name list? Like, what kind of comment is that? Maybe the ghosts in your room can see it. There's some pretty off the chain messages tonight. That sounds terrible, Ether. Just the fact that you had any kind of landlord spying on you coming into your apartment at all. Whether they be women or men or straight or gay or whatever. That was definitely very strange for me too. I've been in that situation where I'd leave the house and somebody would be coming into the apartment, getting into my cookie jar and my panty drawer. Then when the little old lady across the street started having the same experience, I knew I wasn't losing my mind and that it was really happening. So, we literally caught the guy. Then another woman had an experience and it was just so off the chain. I decided to move. And make it sound less harsh when it says 86K seconds. Like no sugarcoat YouTube. Yeah, pretty creepy. When I had to speak to law enforcement about a situation I was most recently in, I was surprised how ignorant law enforcement was to the laws in regards to my situation. It was pretty uncomfortable. It was almost like, here, let me go and report assault to the police, and them saying, oh, they pretty much have the right to assault you. They want, for any reason that they find necessary. It's like as if, you know, like how would you feel if, like, you know what I mean, you're in a situation where someone has committed a crime against you, and 911 really is a joke, isn't it? This was a timeout. Yeah. Ari's giving timeouts if you would like to have one. Step right up. Giving timeouts like candy. Drinking hot chocolate. Nah, no marshmallows. Marshmallows are a waste of time. I could put some other kind of sugar in my body. Ari, I made a homemade pot pie the other day using the crock pot. And then I transferred what I cooked in the crock pot over to a pie dish. And then I slapped on like I rolled out, like I got a can of, you know, whatchamacallit. I can't even think. That's too much sugar for the ADHD. You know the croissant flake? You get the croissants from the produce aisle. You know where the butter and the baking goods and the cookies and the... You tried Healthy Choice Chicken Alfredo? Yeah, at that point, you're just might as well as eat Stouffer's chicken Alfredo. It's probably going to be just as much calorie, just as much fat, just as much sodium, and it's going to taste much better. I mean, you're not really trading out much garbage for the other garbage. I mean, if you're going to eat garbage, go all the way with garbage. That's what I say. You're gonna eat, and if you're gonna eat a chicken Alfredo that's froze from the frozen section, I mean, just, it doesn't matter if it's Healthy Choice or not. It's going to be garbage. It's processed food. So pick the best garbage you can get if you're gonna eat that garbage, because but I did make a pot pie using the croissant dough from the, you know, you just pop them out of the can and wrap them up and you can turn them into croissants. But I just put it right over the stuffing for the pie. It was pretty good. I definitely want to make that again. You know what's interesting is I've never really had any of those Marie Calendar frozen meals. I've had the turkey pot pie and the chicken pot pie, which I really like. I prefer the turkey one over the chicken. I don't know why I call it crazy. I just think it has more flavor and it isn't as salty as the chicken one. Like, the chicken pot pie from Marie Calendar, it just tastes like I might as well as go take a nice big cup of Gulf of Mexico and drink it. You want to learn how to cook more stuff? The food pantry gave me some meat I'd never heard of, never cooked before, so I taught myself how to cook it in the crock pot. I probably hadn't had a meal that good in more than a year. It was really good. Yeah, I like the turkey pot. I prefer the turkey pot pie. Don't get me wrong. I mean, chicken pot pies are good, but if I'm gonna have to eat a chicken pot pie, like, it's gonna have to be, like, I don't think I could try the other off-brown one. I mean, if I'm gonna eat one, it's gonna definitely be a Marie Calendar. But that is very rare and few and far between. Because I'm making more of the foods like that at home instead of going out and spending, you know, a couple dollars to make something like that. You know, I can make 10 of those Marie Calendar pot pies at home if I spend a couple more bucks. I mean, you can literally make a turkey or chicken pot pie like the regular size of an apple pie that you would get at a bakery for, I think I spent less than $10 on the pie I made. Ari. Hey, Nicole, how are you, sweetheart? You want to try baking? I'm going to try make your own bread. Well, I hear that my grandmother would pick the wheat, clean the wheat, try and take it from, like, she'd literally take the bread from, you know, dirt to table. My neighbor likes to make sourdough breads, which I believe she finds it interesting to, I guess, have a sourdough culture, and I guess sourdough takes a lot of patience and willpower. I probably don't have enough patience and willpower for learning how to make sourdough breads, let alone taking a bread from dirt to table on my own. What's the vegan version of Alfredo? Well, I'm not sure I ate any vegan versions of Alfredo when I was a vegan. But, you know, for me, being a vegan, Ari, was about leaving some of those foods behind for actual eating of whole vegan foods instead of processed vegan foods. Meryl and I were discussing the way we make lasagna, and I guess Meryl likes to make lasagna with cottage cheese, I think it was, which I've never made it with cottage cheese before. I've always just made it with ricotta. But I also guess what I do different about like my lasagna is I like to put fennel in it. Hey Nicole, thank you so much for your payment. I appreciate that, sweetheart. How have you been? Any updates? Hey James, welcome to the Chammy. But yeah, I also like try to not eat as much pasta. Like if we're gonna do pasta, Ari, like I'll do a lasagna for Christmas. If I'm gonna do spaghetti, you know, it'll be like every other Wednesday. Chicken Alfredos, baked ziti, macaroni and cheeses. Those are all kinds of things that are like kind of like every once in a blue moon kind of thing, because they're so high in cholesterol and so high in sodium. And I live with one person who has a set of different health issues and another person who has their own set of different health issues, and then I'm like, you know, I can eat whatever I want. And so I have to be careful because they can't eat whatever they want. You took a social media cleanse. Those are always fun. But yeah, I can share my lasagna recipe with you, Ari. Spaghetti, and you know, I make all those sauces. I don't like, I mean, it's easy to get them out of a jar. It really is to make like dinners quick, but I don't know, I just think making the sauces Makes a huge difference sometimes. I'm the secret ingredient. The best burgers. Well, I will tell you what, I am a recovering vegan, so it's not like I'm going to go out and make my own burgers. That's for sure. I got some cottage cheese marrow, and then I started thinking I could actually make this weird lasagna he talks about making. And then I just figured, nah, never mind. Yeah, you don't have to be vegan to give those kind of things up either. You can live off anything but American food. I don't know, is taco American food? What kind of foods were invented here in America? I've never even looked. Maybe I have once, but you can eat Mexican food for the rest of your life. I might feel that way about curry, Nicole. I love a good Thai curry. Good snack. I'm telling you, sometimes like that's all the chat will be about is food, honestly. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yes, this is real. No, this is not real. How about that? Well, actually, it's not real because Not Real's not here. Although I could probably ask Not Real to come by. Only if you've given it a meaning. Yep, sometimes I need friends to pinch me just so I can make sure I'm not in a death loop. I know how you feel, Nicole. Yep, you're jumping the matrix. That's what you're doing. You're jumping the matrix, Nicole.
wish it was a bum. But it is not. I think it's supposed to be like a bubbling cauldron. Hey, Metal Rain. Welcome back. Alright. I don't think you have to worry about it. Your blood type is, you forgot. Nicole, what are your questions, sweetheart? Whenever you're ready to get into your reading, let me know. Well, remember what I said about, you know, there's so much more to intimacy than just sex, Ari. Oh, Lordy. So you want to know how he feels since you asked him to go to a movie and he didn't respond? Wow, this person just might not be good at responses. But we'll check into it and see what you need to know. I mean, one thing about people in general I have learned is that, you know, they're needing to go to ChatGPT to find proper responses, Nicole. I mean, God bless them, but should stop trying. Maybe he's not interested. He hasn't responded to it and it's been days. Like sometimes I wonder, like, you know, is this person not responding because, you know, in general when I talk to people who talk about people who don't respond to something as simple as this, like, is it that they're truly not interested, or is it they're truly not interested in explaining why? Like, how do we know he doesn't have, like, you know, agoraphobia in a sense of maybe going to a place like that really creeps him out or something. Maybe he's also never been put in a situation where, you know, somebody asked him out, and the fact that it's all very new to him, the experience that you're giving him to experience, Nicole. So he's just slept on the response because he's kind of a little bit immature in communication in the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. In fact, I bet you he thought, oh, that's nice, she asked me out. And this person is probably thought to themselves, I'm going to respond in the morning, though. And then just probably forgot about it. And I say that because swords are about your thoughts. It's Four Swords here. I feel that if his intentions were more of a negativism, we would have gotten more negative swords kind of card, whereas this feels more like he was excited to respond in the Page of Wands, but decided to sleep on it instead, woke up the next morning, and just probably forgot to respond. Thanks, I appreciate it, Daddy Cool 43. Tactical testicles, guys, are just overly simplified. Well, I think that men are pretty simple, and not saying that in a negative way at all. And I think a lot of women give way to too much credit for them being anything other than, you know, just laid back, nice and easy species. I mean, I happen to think and feel that men are a completely different species than women. Excuse me, but that's just my opinion. Especially after, you know, seeing and reading about, you know, the 250,000 brain scans taken for males and females by doctors in regards to the kind of things that trigger us and affect us emotionally, sensationally, and mentally, physically, emotionally, regarding relationships and life in general. Okay, I can see what you're saying, Nicole. So, we're still back over here on question 1 because we just talked about how you asked him out and he hasn't responded. But let's find out real quick how he's feeling about you in general. Okay, and then we'll go into the other questions, dear. So I'm calling forth Nicole's most trusted and strongest spirit guides in regards to this person on her heart and mind tonight. What does she need to know about how they feel in general about her? Yeah, he loves your energy. He wants to start something new and fun. He wants to celebrate that kind of down-home vibe you give him. Like, he is definitely, seriously, really a homebody, hermit kind of guy. Nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy. Okay, really set in kind of his ways. And he might seem a little flaky, but it's not that he's flaky. It's just that this person has some things on their mind and heart and that they're doing in their life. And the King of Swords and the Death card, that it's not that they're flaky, it's just that they're doing some things that are very important to them that will transform their life and make it better for them altogether. But don't forget, they are a real homebody in the Hermit and the Four of Wands. And they're looking for somebody to match that energy, okay? Laid back, nice and easy, wants to create something special. They do feel good about your energy. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, King of Cups. This is not somebody who's just kind of like, they're not somebody who's just kind of like, it's not that they're not interested, it's just that there's somebody who they feel things very deeply. They're very much a sponge. They might be a Scorpio with a Pisces rising or moon, or they might be Scorpio with a Pisces. They might be, you know, their chart might be very full of watery astrological aspects, Nicole. They might actually need more, you know, coursing and communication to come out of their shell. Okay, whole new love coming in. And they're reading, maybe you want to know what Zane might have to say to you as well, okay. I think men can be very honest, Ari. I just think it has a lot to do with the man themselves. Their upbringing and where they're from. I know that many men can be very confusing or seem confusing, but I think only when we start to overcomplicate each other, you know, we're all human beings at the end of the day. Are you still with me, Nicole? There you are. So you're a Cancer, astrologically you're a Cancer, Nicole? Okay. So within regards to new love coming in for you, Nicole, was that? Yeah, no, never, no taking it personally, and I'll tell you why. Because the person that you're asking about, who's on your mind and heart tonight, they're just the kind of person that they need a little bit more. They need that extra, they need a little bit of that extra push. It's not that they're being flaky or wishy-washy, it's just that there's something in their life that they're a little bit overtly focused more on than getting into some kind of relationship with someone that they may feel they can't support or please or make happy or comfortable. There's a lot of, now intuitively speaking, like I said in those cards where I said, you know, there's something important to him that he is doing to help himself, to better his home life, better his life in general, financially. You know, like that's what I was trying to say about, like, it might feel a little bit wishy-washy and prickly, but that's only because it's really important to him, because he feels as if that's what's gonna help push his comfort level and happiness and joy to the point where he's going to be, you know, comfortable with even, I'm not quite sure the person is generally comfortable with moving forward into that kind of new love situation right now, because they might not be financially comfortable, and they also might not really know how to respond. But Spirit's saying, during the passing of time, Spirit wants you to move forward in any given situation where you have a chance to communicate and say what you need to say, Nicole. As far as new love coming in, there's no point in waiting for it, because you should be expecting it. I know you have a Tower card here, but the Tower card isn't always indicative of something that's negative or bad that's going to happen. It's not always a Tower moment. It can be very much a symbol of, you know, that love coming in. It can also be very much a symbol of, you know, a great big heart on someone has for you. It can also very well be a symbol, an overall symbol of sex and passion, romance and love. Something hot, something steamy, something new, something passionate. Definitely within regards to new love coming in for you, yes, you are moving forward into this love story. Excuse me. But what is it that, once again, you're telling yourself about your love story? The Chariot can very well be a very much of a suggestive energy of Spirit saying, you know, where are you on your journey of self-love and self-care? Sorry, a whole lot of cards fell, and I just wanted to make sure I get them up, because I'll probably use them to channel Zane here in a minute. Within regards to your love story, every day you're moving forward into that story. There's no really real waiting around for it to happen, because it's already happened to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have a desire to create this love story, so it's, you know, it's going to show up all around you in many different ways. Maybe it's not going to be sweep you off your feet today, but maybe it will be tomorrow. Hold on one second. Hey, sorry about that. I'm back. So yeah, you don't need to worry about, you know, when it will show up, what the signs are, what to look forward to. Just enjoy what you have right now. Enjoy being single. Enjoy being happy. Enjoy knowing that you have the opportunity to create something special with any human being, whether it's just friends or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Let me get a few of these cards for you here. Your Romance Angel Oracle deck card, New Love. see, it's definitely coming in for you. There is somebody that is feeling something already special for you. Even if you don't realize it, they are looking for you too, Nicole. Excuse me. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. But you have stirred their romantic feelings as well, too. Let me go ahead and channel some messages from Zane for you. I'm calling forth Nicole's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Can somebody time out Carrie, please, while I'm trying to do Nicole's reading, because they're just going to keep talking shit during the reading, and I really need, thank you. Thank you, Ari, appreciate that. I'm sorry, Carrie, I'm trying to communicate now with a dead loved one of Nicole, so if you can't be chill and be respectful to the dead, you don't belong here on this channel. Makes you wonder if some of these people who come in are completely possessed. I mean, look how they're acting. Excuse me. Spirit, I'm calling forth Nicole's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Does her friend Zane have any special messages for her at this time, Spirit, that maybe Zane would like to communicate through the liminal space deck or any of the cards at this time? You're welcome, Nicole. Okay. So there is some magic in store for you. I feel like when summer solstice comes in 2026, you may be being told through Zane, through the spirit deck, the power spirit deck, that he will connect with you, communicate with you, be more in touch during the summer solstice, more prevalent during that Cancer energy time of year, to communicate with you in regards to maybe even this person showing up more in your dreams, showing up more in your reality, in their spiritual form, maybe in their spirit animal form. I also feel that Zane is telling you through the magic card that this would be a really good time for you to channel his magic, his magical energy. If you do not believe in magic, your life will not be magical. Magic, like the power of Stonehenge, is the part of unknowable, that which you cannot describe but exists. You know, it makes your life extraordinary. It is part of a goodness of your spirit. It's that mysterious and intriguing part of your spiritual life. Magic is what we are all looking for. But if you try to hold it and name it and describe it, you will lose it. You must talk around magic, describe what led you there, and give thanks for that part of the universe that is unknowable and full of color and strength and magic. Out of relationship comes magic. Out of friction, of forgetting and remembering, comes magic. Out of the mists of dawn and the mysteries of creation come the magic that we call life. Out of your passion for existence comes magic. So when you start to feel like you're on that hill train, you know, stop and take a moment to smell the flowers and remember the magic, and that you are the magic wand, and that you don't, you know, it doesn't have to be this difficult. Okay. Well, I hope that's helped, Nicole. Thank you for giving me a chance to communicate that with you. So there is new love coming in, and your friend who's passed on loves you as well. And there's a whole lot to look forward to in regards to some of that information. I think that he might really be confused that this is YouTube. Nobody does that here. Okay, yeah, it looks like your friend has been a bit busy on the other side with this Hermit card and the Temperance card, which typically that Temperance card shows up as an angel in many, many decks. The Hanged Man could be almost saying that it's like they're going through their own therapy in regards to healing from their experience of living and the experience of the transformation they're going from living to the consciousness being that they are now. Yeah, I was doing a paid reading, Meryl. I'm sorry it glitched out, Nicole. You might be able to rewind it and it will say it again without the glitch. But I was just saying that within regards to your friend on the other side, Zane, they are going through their own process of change and transformation as well. So things may be a bit on pause for them on the other side right now. Because maybe they're trying to decide what the next step is for them to take. yeah, he'll definitely always be there for sure, sweetheart. You can count on it that, you know, no matter how near or far, your boyfriend will always be there in spirit for you. You're so welcome, sweetheart. So just remember that you have a free one. We could always do it now if you wanted to, or we can do it later. It's up to you. Thanks, tactical testicles. Where am I from? I'm from my mama. I actually don't have a mom, but you know what I mean. Madonna's my mom. So I guess in a sense, maybe I come from Madonna. All right, Ari, get some rest, sweetheart. It's good to hang out with you, Ari. If you have any questions you'd like to ask the cards, let me know. I'm going to do a free collective message here in a moment, so you can always come back to the end of the live another time, Ari, if you want. And also listen to the free collective message I do tonight when the show's over. I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. If anybody wants to get a paid reading, you can go ahead and do that now, because I will be closing shop pretty soon. Okay, Nicole, yeah, we can do your free reading anytime you're ready. Yeah, I do the I do the $20 past, present, and future reading. Is it all about your past? Even if you want to ask about your past life, your present life, your future. That's why it's called past, present, and future. Clapping seal. So, does the clapping seal, does it do anything cute on the screen? Because I don't know, because you said, Meryl, that there were some cute things that some of these stickers you guys can buy me are supposed to do on the screen that were not working. But yeah, maybe we can do a past, present, future reading for you in the not too distant future, Nicole. If you like. It was a cute seal. It actually never shows me what these things look like that you guys share or that you guys send me. It just shows me like a little red box, like a little red stick figure gift box. Are you there, Metal Rain? Click on the gift box. Nothing happens. Yeah, I think he's somewhere here. He paid for a reading. I mean, unless he accidentally butt purchased a taco box accidentally and then fell asleep on the snooze button. Really, Ether, it didn't even show me anything nice like that. It just says that Meryl sent me a clapping seal and Nicole sent a thank you. Interesting. Hey, Metal Rain, welcome back. Draw Michael Jackson, what? I think the closest thing we have to Michael Jackson in the chat is the pumpkin. Well, somebody bought something the other day and said, oh, that looks so cute on the screen, one of the stickers. But I know Meryl bought a sticker and it was supposed to do something like, I don't know, do a Greek dance on my head, and it did not. So I don't know if some of those stickers work differently for people depending on what their mobile device is. But I know that Meryl said the sticker that they bought me was something they saw work on someone else's live, but didn't understand why they bought it for me, and it did not work on my live. So I don't know why it didn't work for Meryl. What are they even do? I don't know. I just live here on YouTube. What are they even do? I love that. Like, I need a t-shirt that says that. What are they even do? That is the best typo ever. It like reminds me of something that Tom Collins from Tokyo Hotel would say. What are they even do? I don't know if you're a Tokyo Hotel fan, but those guys are from Germany and their English isn't the best. So I could totally see like one of those guys saying that. What are they even do? Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. How will it go next week? When Metal Rain goes to pick up Alana. Traveling might be a little bit difficult, so just make sure that you're well rested, you know, that you're feeling good, that you feel, you know, that you just feel all the way around, like the car's ready to go, it's charged, the tires are good, you know, just so there won't be too many delays, because it looks like between the Nine of Wands and the Five of Wands that you might have a little bit of anxiety about getting there and back again. But overall, it will go smoothly and it will be a good time. Just remember that you will both create, you know, this good time together, and that you will enjoy each other's company in that Three of Pentacles, that Ten of Cups. But just so that there's no competition and that there's not too many headaches or any headaches at all. You know, communicate thoroughly about the effort of time that you're putting in to see each other. Make sure that, you know, you're both staying on the same page within regards to seeing each other again. And, you know, be good to yourself with your thoughts about it, Metal Rain. Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does he need to know about what does he need to know about the money for the car? So it might feel a little bit like difficult in regards to will it happen, will it happen, will it happen? But yes, it will happen. You will get the money you need for the car. You'll figure something out. Okay? Everything always works out in your favor, Metal Rain. And this Hermit and this Eight of Pentacles. You'll see. Next in love for you. So you want to know what's next in love for you, Metal Rain, okay? Thanks, Tricky Ricky. I appreciate that. Spirit, what is it that Metal Rain needs to know right now about the love story that is manifesting in his favor? Got the attraction card, romantic feelings and separation. There's a few cards on the floor, which I'm not going to read them, but I am going to pick them up and we'll talk about the energy behind them for a minute, because I do see that you have the attraction, the romantic feelings card, and separation. It's like, well, you know, you might be separating yourself from attracting the romantic feelings of somebody to you because of how you are within regards to separating yourself from your self-concept, releasing yourself from your ex. And letting your friends help you more often, maybe with, in regards to your love story. Whatever happened to your ex, it's not your fault. Okay, and you also, I think this came up in your last reading, came up with the ex thing, like Spirit saying, you need to not be so afraid that you're going to re-experience another partner dying. That's not really in the cards for you. It's almost even like her coming through saying, please release me. As your maker, I release you. You know, that kind of thing. As your wife, she releases you, like, to enjoy what you can enjoy and have here on this plane. You know, and she's there to, you know, watch over you, but definitely to not watch you suffer during your separation. So let your friends and your loved ones, you know, guide you in your connection. You know, and like you've maybe not seen Alana in a while, and you're going to be seeing somebody who you're attracted to, maybe even have romantic feelings for, who feels the same. And even if there is a slight energy and feeling that it's only going to maybe turn out as more like friends and a romantic prospect, just enjoying what you do have, you know, right now with anybody is going to be the most important thing for you to stay focused on. Season of the Witch. An eye for an eye. I think from now until the next Halloween, Spirit's saying keep your eyes open and peeled, because like there'll be a lot of different changes that you are going to see it go on around you, and the change very well could be how much your love life changes your overall living your living situation and living stability into maybe something that might be a little bit more joyful for you as well. Okay, so I hope that helps, Metal Rain. Keep me updated about your situation. Yeah, it's hey buddy G. Did somebody really ask to see my pinky toe? Just Google a Greek statue and look at its foot. That's what my pinky toe looks like. Nothing special. Nothing nobody's ever seen before. Nicole. Join the club. Yeah. I mean, I'm ancient Greek. I just live in a modern, time and age, so really nothing different from my Greek foot to your Greek statue picture on your Google. So if you want to see what my pinky toe looks like, just go look at a Greek statue foot. Cheers. Hey Ryan, welcome back to the Chammy. I'll be right back. Just just need a few minutes. I've been here for about 90 minutes without a break.
I'm back. Okay, you're gonna save your 3 questions for later, okay? Oakley dokley. I am going to be logging out soon, so if anybody does want to turn in a free reading or
get a paid reading, it's buy one, get one free. If you can't do or don't want to do the free reading after your paid reading, that's fine too. We can always come back to it at a later time. I am going to do a free collective message at the end of the live. Ever since I mentioned what? Ever since you mentioned it, now whenever I look at a picture of Gemma, I can't unsee a deer in headlights. Oh, you see it now, okay. Kundalini really helps a lot with sobriety, helping with sobriety. Sober is gangsta. Thanks, Tricky. So I would definitely find out what you can about Kundalini. Maybe you'll awaken your Shakti fire and realize that you can overcome any addiction that you might think you have just by believing it to be true. Your addiction to doubt yourself, your addiction to pain, your addiction to cannabis or food or sex or I don't know, whatever it is that you might feel doesn't leave you in the sober state, that maybe the more sober state that you would like to be in. For instance, trauma can be, even if you're not experiencing it, you're just witnessing it, can definitely become something that people can become addicted to pain and suffering. They'll wake up in the morning and they can't wait to hear the bullshit with whatever's going on in the world, because it like gets them off, or it gets them going, or it gets their blood boiling to a point where like you know, there might be, you know, there's a lot of different things that, I mean, being an addict can mean something different to everybody, just like the word success can mean something different to everybody, you know. Success to someone might be getting entered into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but success to someone might just be getting a chance to even record with a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, or even just meet one. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, making a good paycheck might be what success is to somebody in their career. But actually being happy making that paycheck might also be what real success is to some others compared to the latter. Yeah, but to experience spirituality with even out those kind of things is so much more psychedelic to me than maybe experiencing those things with those kind of psychoactives. If that makes sense. Hey Magdalene, how are you today? MILF, really? Check out the big brain on this one. You have to actually be a mom to be a MILF. Okay? I'm not old enough to be somebody's mother. Let alone mature enough. I'm doing good to be a dog mom. Drugs are like putting on a dope pair of sunglasses. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, here's something that might seem a little bit strange. Like, there's not been a divorce in my family since the 50s. There hasn't been anyone who has had any drug or alcohol problems. I mean, we've had our own issues as family and family members, but nothing like some of the things that I've had to experience with friends, or experience with some of the people I've had to grief counsel. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so I haven't experienced that. The whole drugs are like putting on a dope pair of sunglasses, like, it's interesting. It's like an interesting perspective to me. Yeah, I think it's something, it's something that's different for everybody. The whole being sober. I think it's just different for everybody. It's 3 a.m., you're right. It's going to be the witching hour here in a moment. My God, and I hope my neighbors will settle down. They've been banging around since the butt crack of dawn yesterday, and it's almost the butt crack of dawn again. Okay, I'm gonna do a free collective message, and then I'm gonna skedaddle on out of here pretty soon. I think life in general can be pretty trippy in itself. Especially when you see a penis-shaped cloud while cloud gazing. It's pretty trippy to me. Or you see something in nature and you're just like, wow, did I really just see that? Did I really just have this experience? Am I really, is this really happening? Like, for instance, my grandmother and I went to the lake, and we were having, like an early dinner or whatever, and there was a crane, and it really wanted my grandmother's dinner, and she wasn't going to give the crane her dinner, and I have a dog over here that's sneezing relentlessly. Are you okay? Are you alright? Weren't those the cutest little sneezes ever? Are you gonna sneeze again? Anyways, so the crane was so pissed off that my grandmother wouldn't even share her chicken nuggets. But this crane went and found a snake and ate that snake whole in front of my grandmother while she was mortified and terrified. Like, I don't know who was more terrified, the snake, my grandmother, or myself watching the poor snake getting eaten by the crane that was terrorizing my grandmother. Well, she kind of deserved it, though. Come here, Bubby.
It's okay. He's sneezing. He's sneezing. He's sneezing.
You alright?
Okay, I just don't want you to fall.
Did you have a nice sneeze? Oh boy. Oh boy. That was the big sneeze. Oh, that was a big yawn. Big yawn for such a little puppy. Such a little puppy. You gonna sneeze again? 'Cause it sure is cute when you sneeze. She's like, no, I'm not gonna sneeze. Just pet me. I had no idea, Metal Rain. That's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. My precious, come here. Here we go. So they both just woke up. Aren't they not the cutest? What about Wednesday? Yep, they just woke up. Oh, thank you. Oh boy. Thank you for the kiss on the nose. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Now my nose is all wet and sloppy. Wet and sloppy like yours. Where am I from? Outer space. Yep, it's Ruby and Gypsy. Oh, Ruby, are you jelly? Are you jelly? Because I'm touching Gypsy so much? Yeah, I don't think that's possible. You okay? So I don't know if you were here the other night. I don't know if you were here the other night. I don't know if you were here the other night, but I showed pictures of Gypsy's parents, Nicole. And they look so much like the Olsen twins. I will, Nicole. I should just post it. I'll post it this weekend. I'll post the picture of, yeah, if the Olsen twins were Chihuahuas. Oh, Ruby, I love you so much, my little. She's like, yeah, give me the rub down. Yeah, whatever happened to the Olsen twins anyways? Yeah, I haven't used those kind of products because they don't really go far. Nicole. And I'm pretty meticulous about their grooming. Also, they don't drink or play with other, like they don't drink after other dogs. They don't play with other dogs really. They don't go out and park and drink from the river or the lakes. So I don't really, I'm not worried too much about fleas nor like heartworms. We're talking about, I guess she's using Frontline for her dog or cat. Is it a dog or a cat, Nicole? Cody Rhodes ranked #1 in the PWI top 500 wrestlers in the world. Really? Wow. I would think that #1, wow. I mean, I would have thought that that might have been somebody else's, but #1, wow. #1 2 years in a row. That's crazy. Good night, Ether. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, Gemma was probably having anxiety about Eliana, probably knowing that she's not been well. Oh, I just love dogs so much. I love cats too, don't get me wrong. I love all animals. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a free collective message tonight, and we'll see what the power deck has to say to us in the liminal space deck. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. We'll try not to have too much anxiety about the spirit box because it won't be back until tomorrow night. But what messages does Spirit have for us tonight? Calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. Thank you guys, everyone, so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the paid readings. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscriptions. I hope you can check out my music. This is not a tarot channel. This is a channel of a musician and artist. Sometimes I do the live music on the live. Sometimes I do the live tarot. Sometimes I'll do a combo of both. Tra-la-la-la-la, we're going into the holiday seasons, and Spirit's like wanting you to seriously enjoy your holidays as much as you can this season. Spirit wanting you to embody that carefree energy that you were sent here to have, that enjoying that fun time, any kind of fun time you can have. Just you don't have to have presents and money and trees and decorations, but Spirit is wanting you to have some joy. So enjoy your time here in whatever way you see fit. In that tra-la-la-la-la card. Release. So, release. Let's take a look at the picture. Like a hawk, like releasing the trauma, releasing, purging the trauma, purging things that don't serve you, releasing yourself from maybe the ties that bind you, you know, so that you can feel more wild and free. So the card number is 42, the color is yellow, direction east, and the word is, the specific keyword is release. So here's what the card says. Anytime you are possessed by an emotion that you cannot control, know that it does not belong to you. Someone is sending negative energy towards you. Imagine that the negative emotion is muddy water pouring down through your hands, onto your legs and feet, and onto the earth. Or take that emotion into your hands and release it like a hawk and let it fly away. When you release your fears, you allow power to come into you. Create a welcoming void within through the power of release. You know, so what is it that you might need to release? What is it that you know, that might feel heavy and negative and like it doesn't serve you, that needs to be released? There are so many limiting beliefs and circumstances. I mean, look, people come to the channel just to say horrible things to me, like, you look amazing for a woman that's 55. What?
you know, what does age have to do with it? So right there, age discrimination can be a huge issue within just any kind of anything. I mean, I'm just here to chat. And we've got somebody coming into the chat to be discriminative about anyone who might be 55. It'll be some time before I am that age, but, well, you know, age is just a chronological way of keeping track of how long someone has been on Earth, or how long something has been here on Earth. So I'm not really sure what, you know, that person gets from, you know, they must really feel satisfied in showing how low vibration they are anywhere, anytime, any day, in front of anyone. So I feel like that card is saying, you know, maybe release some of the lower vibrational energy stuff that doesn't serve you. You know, your self-doubt, or the things that your intuition is sharing with you that you might be feeling doubtful about, yet you know it to be true. You just, maybe you're a little bit stressed out or worried about what other people might think about it or say about it or want to share about it with you. Trolls aren't mainly adolescents and kids being rude. Trolls come in all shapes, sizes, and ages. Trust me, I know I've been getting trolled most of my life. Have a good night, everybody. Be safe. I mean, I've been called everything in the book, and you know, I've been beaten, choked, lied to, swindled. Good night, you guys. Music is sacred.